Hey guys, hey guys, welcome back to another stream of Hala Justice. Today we're going to be doing some programming and playtesting. So in the beginning, I'm going to do some small changes and like set up the level, and then I'm going to do a run through of the entire level, and then show you guys that what we have done from the last week's update and what we have and the stuff that we have like recently added and all that stuff. So without and after that, Father will give you a brief insight of how he did design some of the levels and all that stuff. And also give you guys a story about each artifact that he had placed to show you the transition of how UA came to what it is today. So without wasting any more time, let's just get into it. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And so I'm assuming that you guys can see my screen. And let me just. Okay, so first I'm gonna go play. So this week we added our dungeon part of the level. So basically, once you get to this part, this is where the cave starts, and once you get to this part, the whole thing changes. I increase the darkness. There are some like cave particles, and the background changes. I have a different set of background parallax for this. So everything changes when you get to this point, and it's like you could say a milestone basically. So basically, here is where the desert thing ends, and basically you start with your cave background and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and place my player right back at the start of our game, and I also added some animals here that just move around and they damage you if you collide with them. But I'm gonna go ahead and show. So I just need to make some minor changes here. So first things first, I'm gonna change this moving platforms here because they are. Just a second. So I need to make sure which platform is this. Okay, and go ahead and move it here. And what else do we have? So we have added so much stuff since our last week's update, and Fadi took the liberty. I'm going to remove this trap here because it intercepts with our enemy. If I go ahead and play the game, you can see that our enemy walks over the trap, which is which is something that I don't want him to do, and he gets stuck when he comes back. So I just want the path of the enemy to be clear. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the trap here. So now he can just patrol as he was doing before, and so there are some changes that I can make to my enemy. First of all, I want the trigger area to be a bit bigger because right now it's let me see where the trigger area is. This is the trigger area. I want it to increase the range of the trigger area, so he will detect if the player is in this range, right? So if the player is in this range, he's going to detect the player, and basically change its state from patrolling to chasing, and then once he gets close enough, the state will change again from chasing to attacking. So that's that, and this looks fun. I can't wait to play this level out for you guys and show you all the cool stuff that we've been doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. So as you guys can see that we have a bunch of artifacts here, and going to disable the UI so we can properly see it. So this is the first. I think Fadi, this one is the dagger, right? This
Yeah.
So and okay. So I'm gonna change the name here to dagger, and I want each artifact to have its own light. Basically, how each consumable has its own light. So let's add a point light to our artifact, and just gonna copy this. So this one is, where is it? Okay, it's right there. And our artifacts are at default, so we have to change that to, I would say, enemy. I think it's the trees, right? Spotlight and one second, there's something. Hmm. What are my dates? Let's take this and Fadi, where were the artifacts? I think it was in,
UI
yeah.
folder.
And I will just drag in my. So let's take this and nope. Let's take the whole thing here. Let's bring it up. All right. So now it should be glowing. Or you know what? Just for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to take both of the daggers here, just to check if this is glowing or not. Okay, it's a bit weird. Right, here we have our enemy light 2D. Okay, it's a bit weird. That's a bit better.
Yeah.
So we'll have it. That's the dagger. We have done the dagger. We also need a bouncing animation for this, just like our, just like we have an bouncing animation for our consumables. As you can see, if I go ahead and play the game, the consumables bounce, but our dagger doesn't bounce. So, and we have, let's create the animation for this. Name it dagger.animation and actually I did a mistake here that I want the sprites to be separate. And I'm going to drag in my dagger. Actually, this is taking way much time that I thought that it would, so I'm just going to do one of them and I'll do the rest later on. Oh, where's my sprites? And I'm going to remove this sprite renderer here. So now it's not visible. But for the animation, I just want it to be moving up and down a bit. So I'm going to hit the record button here and go into my scene. So at this position, it will move this much. And going over here to come back down, come back down. This. Copy this. Couple of times and again. So now if I play this, it's a bit fast. I have to reduce the speed. So I'll just okay, this one. That's actually better. So we have a moving animation now for the still a bit fast. Can go ahead, reduce the speed even more. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And now, I need to add a collider to this so that the player knows that it has collided with an artifact. So right now we don't have any way of collecting these artifacts because I haven't designed that yet. But we'll do that probably in the next week's update. I'm just going to show you how I'm going to do each single one of the artifact by adding a point light to it and some animation, and then how they will look good. And also they will have their own sound when you actually collect them, or that way you will know that I'm close to an artifact. So this artifact is done. I will just go ahead and place it where Fadi has placed the original dagger where it's supposed to be. So I believe it was here, right?
Yeah.
So you have to get to this place to get the dagger. All right. What other changes did I have to make before I start? So I need to reduce the trap damage. Right now, each time you collide with the traps, they give you a 10 damage, which is a bit too much. I mean, it's a bit non-realistic. I mean, I want the player to survive, and we won't give the player so much consumables, so he has to keep an eye on they have to keep an eye on their health. So where is the trap here? Hmm. Where is the trap damage? Now I don't even remember where did I do the trap damage. Uh, has to be in player. Yep, there it is. The trap damage right now it's 10. I'll make it to 5, and I think we're ready to playtest our level. Or do I have any? Okay, yeah. Let's get to the cave part, and I'll show you how the cave part works. So I'm going to go ahead and full screen. Actually, this is not how the game is supposed to be played, because in the beginning you'll get a dialog box that says. So I'm just going to enable that dialog box so you guys can see how actually we'll have it. So here, to do this. I don't think we have a portal yet, so start seeing you.
So, Jazz, what you are doing now, this is for what?
So I'm showing them right now how the game will exactly play out. You know, when you start the level, how it will be, and how like what are the things that you will go through, and you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just about done here, and I'm going to go ahead and place my portal into the. Where is it supposed to be? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think it's ready to be played. But my player is still there. I have to disable my player to wait. Uh, and in my hide everything, I'm going to hide my player. No, actually true. There is an error because we already have the player name, player character. Wait, if we already have a player, and never mind. This is supposed to be okay. Hide everything. So I'll just go ahead and drag and drop my player into the. I think that's the last piece of this puzzle. Yeah, it's ready. It's ready to be played now. Okay, here we go.
So this is the sunny part, which is daytime. Yeah, this is the daytime part of the level.
Yeah, exactly. It says that I didn't assign the player. Just a second, I was supposed to be here. Okay. Yeah, because that's what you start the game with, right?
Yeah.
The sunny part. So as you can see in the beginning, we have a clear screen. We have press space to start. And once you press space, right, you have this dialog box, which we're going to change, which is not really like it doesn't look good now, but okay. So it says during your last battle with Alshar, you suffered a great loss and have been sent back in time with your memory wiped. You plus continue some more dialogue, gain the memory fragment by defeating of this level and face Alshar again. Protect the people of UAE and rediscover its history. Good luck, Sheikha. So when you press continue, this portal is going to open and it's going to drop the player and you'll get dropped here. But I haven't gone, and I mean it was like everything was pretty instant, so I should do it in a like in a manner after you click the like continue on the dialog box, then you see the player and the portal open. So anyway, for now I'm going to start playing, And you can see that it has like when you pick up items, it has a like sound effect. This is my final boss, which which I didn't finish working on it right now. So I'm going to go ahead, press space to jump. I'll go ahead and oh, I found a date. How? So I'm going to press E and heal. Okay, it healed. Oh, there's a trap here. So it's I know it's a bit too much.
The traps.
No, the dash animation, it's a bit too much. I have to fix that too.
Yeah.
Can you hear the sound effect when I touch the?
No.
Okay, but there is a hurt sound effect. Okay, I'm supposed to jump here.
We should reduce the speed for the platform.
Oh, this one? Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to also fix these trees. They render behind the stone. So
Yeah.
oh, there is our first enemy. So he's patrolling. He's patrolling. Oh, when he detects me, he
He runs
starts
faster.
chasing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to. Wow, it's actually difficult because when you touch him, he pushes you away. Oh, he
Yeah.
dies. I got the gold. I could have enabled some of the. I have two level ups here, so I think level up gives you double damage, right? So next time we're okay. How am I supposed to? This one needs to be a bit higher. Okay. Oh wow! I didn't see this animal. Killed him, and there's one more. I'm going to enable my double damage. So there's the particle effect. Oh, I'm going to die. Yeah, I'm going to die. I died. Couple of things that I need to fix here is that
You need to get good in the game.
I need to what?
You need to get good in that game.
Not just that. The attack point is very close. It needs to be a bit far away. So let me go ahead and fix that. Uh, the player attack position, the point where the attack takes place, it's a bit too close to the player. Yeah, right there. So right now this is where the attack takes place, and I will move that. I'm pretty sure it's in the combat. No, that's the attack range. Mhm. So I'll move this a bit here, so enemies will still take damage if you're in that range. I just want to get to the cave part so I can show them the cool particles and the transition effect.
Oh.
Okay, let's just power through. Okay, here. Let me heal. No, man, this is... Okay, now this is annoying.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I have to watch my step here. Let's heal. Let's drink some coffee and to run faster. Oh my god, it's a bit too fast.
Yeah.
My god, it's... Yeah, man, I made it so far.
Mm.
No.
Oh,
Okay, there's my artifact, but there's something wrong with this animal. It's why is he not moving? Okay, I think he's just looking at the artifact. I'll try. No, no.
We
You
need to
know,
put checkpoints. We need to put checkpoints.
you know what? I'm just going to place my player near the cave. Okay, I'm going to place him where I died so I can still show you the rest of the level because this is very frustrating.
I like how the trace is still there when you're moving the character.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll put, is there a way of, yeah, I think I can, yeah, go from here. I'll just disable this bit. I don't need the dialogue box again and again. So I'll save that, go back in Unity. hmm Just a second. Okay, I think that's, all right, let's play the game. Uh, you sure I can make this jump? No, okay.
Yeah, you can.
Almost time for playtesting, yes. Father, you have to fix the cactus there, spawning behind the
Yeah, I
road.
don't know why it was behind that.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Oh my god, this guy. He's right in between the traps. Where am I supposed to go from here?
Yeah, I need to get those stuff closer.
Oh my god. Yes, made it to the cave part. Okay. So yeah, once you reach this point, you'll see that a couple of things will happen. Okay, everything changed here. We have the brightness, everything changed here, and I have some cave particles that drop in from, and one more thing, you can't go back. So once you're here, you can't go back. So yeah, it's like a checkpoint, but it's if you die, you will still spawn at the beginning of the game, but if you get to this point, you can't go back. So it's like, yeah,
Hmm.
no, yeah. So here I have some cool particles that spawn in here in the cave, and it's a bit darker. I have a different background, and yeah, like you can see that the parallax still is still working, even yeah. And the glow of the player, right? Al Hassan, good luck. Thank you, Al Hassan. And the glow of the player will change based on the base. Wait a second. Why is my UI not visible? Okay, I'll do that later. The glow of the player will change based on the armor that you have equipped. So if you have a golden or let's say a higher armor, so that would be the color of the glow and the light like around the player.
Yeah.
So we haven't done much in the
In decorating the dungeon part, yeah.
exactly in decorating the dungeon part. So because we just finished with the daytime, but we have added the parallax effect, the cave particles, the nighttime glow and all that stuff, and we even placed some traps here. So those thing works. I think we'll also see the artifacts here.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So in the dungeon part, where after also you'll find enemies where Ajas walk through. This is where the mini boss, where you will have the special, like you will see those borders around the place. Yeah. So this is where you will meet the mini boss, and after that you will be rewarded with the artifact right after you defeat the mini boss.
Yeah. Well, we should make a like we should make in a way that you cannot just run through here. So this
Yeah,
this
yeah,
area will be blocked until you kill the mini boss.
yeah.
Yeah, and also we'll give some like what do you say, consumable or maybe an armor upgrade once you defeat him, because it's not going to be this easy. I mean, I pretty much just ran through the whole point in the cave and got to this point. It's not going to be that easy because
Yeah,
Father will make sure of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like after this part, the mini boss, if you walked after you defeated the mini boss, you will find an artifact placed right in front of you. This is where you will be rewarded, but I think it should be like behind. I don't know why it's not showing.
Oh, okay.
Uh, yeah,
It's there, but we can't see it. It's spawning behind the.
yeah, I think. Yeah. So this is where you will be rewarded of having to defeat the mini boss. You will get more damage, more uh, armor or health,
Uh-huh.
and also more information about UAE.
Yeah, exactly. Fadi, what do you think of the background parallax effect here?
That's amazing. Yeah, I tried to not to spoil at the beginning of your playtesting, but when I when when I added the decorations and also the traps, I played the game and I saw okay, so a nice parallax. Then I started seeing those small glowing particles, which is nice
Yeah,
new
exactly.
idea to the cave. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly right. They're like falling from the roof as you move, and that's the good part because one, the cave is dark, right? We have
yeah,
to add some glow effect to it, and what better way to add some this particle effect? So as you can see that the roof
mm,
is a bit stationary right now. We have to fix that. As I said, we just got this bit together. I think in the last 3 days we have done so much work here. Added the
yeah,
parallax effect, adding the blurring the background, adding this cave particles and all that. And also there is there is a part towards the end of the cave. I think we should put it before you meet the mini boss, where rocks will be falling from the ceiling and you have to escape them. So basically,
mm,
the only way to escape those is to run your way through. So it's like it will be a section where you which you have to escape, and we will also add some effects like camera shake, and there will be like a music playing that says that okay, it's like a preparation, like it's like a I don't know what to call that music, but like an urgency, the music that makes you feel that okay, I have to go, something big is coming in my ways.
yeah, mm,
So yeah, this we I think by next week's update we will have also decorated this part of the game, which is the dungeon part, and then after this, the only thing left is the item shop and the nighttime. And as you can see that after I cross the dungeon, right? So Fadi, for the nighttime, will we have the same background, or will we change the background to?
yeah. The nighttime will be different. Yeah, so we'll have another parallax, and also I think it would be best if we added checkpoints at first of each part of the weather, or what should I say, the nighttime. So it would
Uh-huh.
be after someone after the player, for example, yeah, dies, uh, he will have to start at the beginning, not of the levels, because it would be harder going
Oh,
back
yeah,
from that.
exactly. From that, yeah.
So yeah,
So
so
I
it
think
will be
once you die in the cave, you should spawn at the
back.
start of the cave, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I was thinking for the nighttime, we can just use this background, but with a reduced, what do you say, brightness, so it looks like it's night.
mm, yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
can actually we can actually try that right now. So where exactly is this going to end? Where like the cave part? I don't know. So
Until
this
the gap,
no wait, this here?
this first gap. Yeah,
Okay, okay, okay. So this is where the cave ends.
yeah,
So when you step on this platform, basically you should be in nighttime.
yeah,
And here in my game manager, I just need to make another game object here, and I'm going to call it nighttime. and add a collider. So where exactly is this guy? So this entire thing is nighttime, including the final boss fight, which will take place at this point here.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I'll give it a tag.
So I think also in the nighttime, it would be also dark. So we could lighten up the decorations and the trees, the cactus.
Like make them glow, you mean?
Not too glowy, like just small.
Yeah. I
Small.
agree with that. I agree with that. Ali Hassan, so far the game looks pretty well done. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ali Hassan.
So I'm just going to switch back to. I'll just create a new C# script. Should I use the one I already have, which is the weather change here? Hmm. I need to find a way to. Well, let's just call it night. So yeah,
Yeah, I was just going to say, so guys, when you reach the nighttime, instead of finding the platforms going up and down or from left to right, you will find now it becomes a bit,
diagonal.
yeah, diagonal. So I don't know if it will be more difficult or
Public float. What is it? Light intensity, I would say.
Yeah.
So we need a light intensity here. And I think for the cave part we used something that was, I think it was 0.4. I'll check that again.
Mm.
I need this here.
Yeah, I forgot also for the nighttime we could tighten up also the moon. I think Abzar did. I think Abzar already did the nighttime
Then
background, right?
I don't know. I didn't get any nighttime background, but we can check it this way. If it doesn't, if he has something, then we'll just add parallax to that.
Yeah. So when Abs I think he drew the moon, we could use that separately to lighten it up.
Mm-hmm. Now that now that I'm thinking about this, I don't know why I made this script here because could have just used the old one. Let me just use the old one here. So
Yeah. Also, we could by now we would reuse everything that we did, even for level 2.
yeah, exactly.
Like we would. I'm also thinking of like instead of going from left to right, you would just for level 2, like new way of exploring that would we spawn like in the middle of the map, but above. So we'd have three different
Levels like ground level, and then you have the upper level. Do you mean like that?
three different backgrounds, like the same as level 1. So when
Uh,
you go to the further left, you would see the town being destroyed, like the what's it called, the buildings being half destroyed, and at the middle you will find the town being normal, nothing occurred to it yet.
mm-hmm.
As for the right, where you will find the mini boss, sorry, the final boss, uh, you will find it more developed. Like you had three different, what's it called, like progressions.
Yeah.
So at the left, you will find the mini boss and also artifacts, decorations, and that stuff. So when you spawn like in the middle of level 2, when going to the left part, you will go like down ways. You get me?
Uh, Downways, you mean like?
Like you would spawn on the ground floor,
Uh-huh.
and
Okay, and you
from
have,
that point you go down to
yeah,
the
yeah.
left. You would be exploring like the down part. That's why I was saying you would spawn in the middle of the map at the ground floor, which is like far high up.
Okay, yeah,
But
that sounds. And
yeah,
the difficulty starts increasing as you go.
yeah, as you go from the left to right.
Yeah, yeah. Because see, when you defeat the final boss, right? So a portal is going to open up, and that's how you finish the level one by collecting the memory fragment and getting into the portal.
Yeah,
So, and then you will probably get a game or level finish, like level complete screen or something like that. And then
yeah,
you'll go back to the main menu, and then from there you'll see that the level two is now unlocked, which you can play. So
yeah,
again, we can use that. We can open a portal, drop him in the middle of the, as Fadi said, and from there he has to go down.
yeah.
So we have some comments here. Can you add different season effects like winter, summer, and so on? So I don't know what you mean. So desert, like for the winter, what do you want me to do? Like add snow? And will the seasons, are they like zone based? See, we have three different zones here. We have the daytime, we have the cave, and like we have the nighttime. So I could do the summer in the day, and for the cave, we don't need any season because it's a cave, the dungeon part. And then for the nighttime, we could do winter if you want. So like tiny snowflakes, but that would be uh like incorrect because it never snows in UAE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the hot
So
times.
yeah. So I'm going to make a new you guys could add checkpoints maybe. So yeah, like there are three checkpoints. If you, so one is after you complete the desert part. So once you get to the cave, you basically have reached a checkpoint, and then from
Yeah,
there you will get another checkpoint when you finish the dungeon part, and then that's how you will have three checkpoints basically. So I'm going
yeah.
to do change weather to night function here, and I need to create this function.
Also, for discussing the artifacts, the first artifact that you saw is the dagger, but it doesn't mean like that what's the used. Yeah, it's included in their history, of course. But what I mean, like it it symbols like their hunting abilities was a big part of their historical events where they where they hunted fishes and even many kinds of uh, what's it called, animals, yeah, different kinds of animals on the desert part where you find many kinds of reptiles and what's it called, the even deers, camels. I don't think the deers would be there, yeah. Camels. Yeah, deers would be dead by now.
Do you think that we should have a different kind of particle effect when you go into the night? Because we can't use the cave particles, right? So
We would have two types of glowing, uh, two types of glowing effects, which one is from the moon and the nighttime, and one is from the decorations, for example, the trees,
yeah, yeah,
the cactus and stuff. What do you think?
yeah. That's actually good because glowing effect in the dark, it actually looks nice.
Yeah,
So we have cave light intensity, and I need to make another one here. Night light intensity. Although I think that we should use. Let's see, let's see.
mm,
And here I'll just change this to. So yeah, I think that's it for the coding part. We can go back and test this out.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and the artifact. The problem with the artifact that these are on the layer default here. So we need to place it on enemy. You can place them on enemy. So now they will be visible. And I'm going to go ahead and place my player in the towards the end to show you guys that how the season will change back again. So if I play this now, okay, there's something, there is an error, obviously. The transition needs to take place here. Let's drag him back. We have a comment here. It would be better to match the actual time. So you mean like, uh, I don't know how that will be. I mean, we have a 2D game. It's not an open world, so an actual time that matches the actual Gulf Standard Time. I don't know. Is that even helpful for the game? But yeah, it's a cool concept. If we have some extra time after we're done with this, with both of the levels, yeah, we will add all kinds of new stuff. That so here I go into the cave. Okay, there is something wrong. On trigger exit. Did I miss something here? Oh, I knew I shouldn't have should have just gone the other way. Okay, let's see. So it's completely dark.
Hmm.
I'm going to copy this. Uh, oh boy, this is. Thank you so much, guys, for commenting and watching our stream today. And let's see. Create a new object. Let's call it. The dark part could be deeper into the level to make it a bit harder on the player. Trust me, the dungeon part itself will be very hard. So if you're actually suggesting a way to make it even harder, then no, the dark part is actually an error. It's not something that will be in the game here.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to change the time here. So once you get out of the dungeon, you will be actually having a nighttime. Which, by the way, I was thinking we could have a different platforms, but that's okay. We have already designed the this much.
Yeah,
Uh,
we should. Like,
could add, yeah.
uh, I think Bassam is in developing changing the colors for the ground and also the platforms.
For the nighttime.
Yeah.
So what
It
color
would
will
be
you have it
more. We would have dark blue.
here? Dark blue. Okay, yeah, that actually makes sense. Could add like torch also to make it more difficult, perhaps. So yeah, we could add. Yeah, I see. That's the thing. We haven't actually finished decorating the dungeon part. So yeah, we will be adding torch. to make
Yeah.
it. So I would say that once you cross the zone where you have to escape falling rocks, you will be the light will the cave will become even darker, and then that's when you will fight the
Final
mini
boss.
boss. Yeah,
Mini boss. Yeah.
I'll- okay, okay. So guys, we're about to wrap this up. I'm just going to go ahead and quickly show you guys how. Okay, where is it? The main camera. Hmm.
So guys, if you have any questions or suggestions, we would be happy to apply.
I'm completely going to get rid of this. Let's save this. The error should be fixed by now. So guys, yeah, if you have any questions, please let us know, because we're about to wrap this session up. Thank you so much for joining today.
Yeah.
All right, there is something wrong with this. I don't know what. Did I change the global light intensity here? On trigger enter. Oh, okay. The cave light intensity is supposed to be 0.4. And here it's 0, so that's why it didn't properly work.
Mm.
It should work now because I don't know. Okay, yeah, it works.
Yeah.
I'll quickly go ahead and show you guys what happens when you cross the. Okay. I still didn't see the. Okay, yeah, that's here you go. The artifact is here now.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the end of. Oh my God, there is another rush. I forgot to make this trigger. My God, this has to be triggered. Anyways, I think that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining in, and we'll make sure to show you that in the next stream. But yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for tuning in. Please, there's one more team that is like going right after us. Al Group. So please make sure to check that stream as well. And really, thank you for your participation and all the suggestions that you gave us today. You guys were really participating today, and thank you for that.
Yeah.
We'll come back next week, inshallah, with more topics and fun gameplay. Until then, you can try out this week's update. It's really fun, and you can give us feedback on that. So yes, thank you so much. Goodbye, guys. Take
Thank you,
care.
guys.
Have a good night.
See you.